2, 1.
Welcome to Antimatters.
Hello everyone. An introduction today for a colony I've been keeping pretty hush-hush till now. They are the Iberoformica Subrufa. I thought I'd let them settle into their new home before I started bothering them with lights and cameras too much. So where did they come from? Not Cotton Eye Joe. I bought this lovely colony from theantlady.co.uk. I was super happy with them, especially as I went for something like 25 to 35 workers, and what came was about 45. Thank you for that. The whole colony seems very productive and active though, and over the past month I've watched them settle into their Saturn and boom. Let's go back to the beginning though. Like 99% of ants, they came in a test tube. They seem to have travelled quite well, with minimal issues, which was a good start. They are capable of spraying formic acid and gassing themselves if overly stressed, but that hasn't happened, which is excellent. The first thing that caught my eye when I had that initial unboxing look was the queen and her glorious golden bands. She truly has a regal appearance. The bands are properly gold when seen by eye. Really impressive. She's about 12 to 14 millimeters, I'd guess. The workers come in at about 8 millimeters. Total guesswork, as I haven't got a ruler out yet to measure them. They're a good sized ant though, slightly larger than Formica fusca. With this healthy, well-sized colony, I decided they would be okay in a medium Saturn. So, got started on moving them in. I just popped the tube into the Saturn and left them be. Initially, they were happy to stay in their original tube, and that was absolutely fine by me. While they were all out and about mapping the new nest, I decided to give them a drop of sugar water, in case they were fatigued by their recent travelling. They demolished the first drop. At that point, I was 100% sold on this species, and a bond was made. I left them be for a while longer. A couple hours later, they were still in their tube, and had put some of their brood on show. The colony had 1 or 2 eggs and larvae, and a handful of cocoons. That seemed about right to me. These are, but aren't Formica. Their name isn't Formica, but they're Formica by nature. I'd go as far to say they're wrongly classified in my opinion. They should be in the Formica genus, not some made-up 2-species genus. There is likely a reason for their genus, but I don't know it. It could just be someone not wanting them to become just another Formica species. End of the day, they're Formica to me, and are treated as I'd treat any other Formica colony. So I was talking about brood. Formica like to lay batches of eggs, so lots of a certain growth stage of brood and very little other is totally normal. Them all being pupae told me any week now a new wave will be laid. They spent a few weeks after that initial burst of activity being left alone as much as I could, to try and let them relax and settle down into their nest. They're a very frantic and skittish ant that easily get into a crazed state, exactly like the fusca. In the time I was leaving them mostly alone, I decided to add some substrate to their nest, after they had successfully moved into the other tubes inside the Saturn. Here we are a month later. The moment I put them away initially, the queen must have gone ballistic and laid a load of eggs. There's so many larvae slowly growing up. The initial brood that wasn't pupae seems to have also reached maturity, and a couple of cocoons are present. It's a big relief they're doing okay, as even now they seem to stress out over everything. Thankfully, it hasn't stopped the baby machine queen from laying. So we've got plenty of larvae from one wave. It seems though the queen has also decided to lay another batch of eggs. There's quite a few, that's for sure. On the whole, the colony is really thriving. I noticed one dead body in the outworld, which is spot on. Ants will always die, but a roughly 3% loss of workers is nothing when there's 200% of the colony's current population in the brood pile. I'd say this ant likely passed away from natural causes or a little bit of stress from travelling. I'm okay with just the one though, that's perfectly fine. Touch wood, these girls will continue their current trend. I've certainly grown connected to them. They're definitely a great species to keep. I'd say they're very easy as well, and would make an exciting first colony for any keeper. They're resilient, active, and grow at a reasonable pace, and are also absolutely gorgeous. Nest-wise, they don't seem fussy either, and don't need too much humidity, opening up acrylic nests as suitable housing. Random observation as well, they seem to quite enjoy small gravel in their substrate, and like to pile the small stones around the entrance. They also try to bite, but have no sting, so they're pretty harmless. As these girls go forward, I'm hoping they can sustain their current growth until hibernation. That will be in about October, I think. I'll be sure to cover them again this season though. They're great to watch, it's just a case of flipping out my phone while I'm staring. They seem more outgoing than my Fusca colony as well, and are hogging all of the ogling. That's about it today for these Iberoformica subrufa. Definitely worth checking them out on the Ant Lady's site. I can't wait to make an update for them already, to be honest. I'm hoping they really do boom. Thanks for watching though, have a fabulous week. I'll see you next time, and bye!